G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. This one is set in Dar es Salaam, usually a bit more friendly. So it's the week of the 18th of December of 2023. Houses and destinations can appear anywhere, always fun. Half the number of road tiles awarded each week can be interesting. Start with 3 motorways will make life a little bit easier. Having half the motorways, the roads might be okay if you get some really lucky placements with these houses. Basically what we've got to hope for. I just wonder about this sort of setup. Like, am I better off doing that? Like, is that a smoother move for this guy? Or is it just genuinely like one extra step? It just, those really sharp angle cutbacks just don't seem like a efficient way to move. They might be, but I don't like them. Speaking of efficient, that'll be a nice little delivery that guy gets. If he can get one more house in the vicinity-ish. In fact, it'd be tricky if he got a house right next to him, just behind him. That would be a perfect house for the other yellow. So we'll see how we go. So the Steam year in review came out today as well. My most played game, I'm not proud of it, for 2023 was Cookie Clicker, which took up about 11% of my total played time. And then just the humbling thing of having to scroll down through 500 achievements that I got in Cookie Clicker. Followed by Hogwarts, Jade Alliance 3, Remnant 2, and then Train Valley 2, rounding out the 5. So a lot of it levels I'm still working my way through in Train Valley 2. Well, that's a real tricky placement there. Annoyingly, I actually could get that this green connected if I conceded and did that cut on him and came that way. Because the yellows are taking that cut road, I'm going to say that that cut road's fine. But they're happier, so I'm happy. Part of what I don't like, what I've got in my setup here, and I'm going to make a change for it. I'm going to take the road tiles. Because I think that with green, we want to just bring him down slightly more. I want to have this area here open. Because if we can get pink or green houses, even just one of either in that area, that'll be of great benefit. So let's leave that open to chance our luck. Alright, well that changes what this blue house's job's going to be. And instead we'll send that blue the other way. Oh. We can just give them their 2 really close houses. Really good Christmassy sort of Christmas week themed level these, because they do end up looking like Christmas lights, because there's just a scattering of colours everywhere rather than them all sitting together. Getting only 5 tiles when we opt for a motorway, it's definitely going to be rough, but having the motorway also will make life a bit easier. That is why we made that gap. It's made me think about something like, say, this pink house in the top right. Is there a better way for him to be facing? What I mean by that is that some of these houses that are close to a destination, if this, say, yellow house is facing up, he's taking out that square where potentially I could get a blue, which would be a great placement. I mean, I could still get a blue on the other two sides here, but I may as well open that up to give myself 3 chances of landing that. So far, we've been very lucky. With the exception of green, everyone else is very close to a house. Still very early days, though. We do have 4 motorways, but this is a sort of map where you can see it go off the rails very easily. The other thing that you might see is the leaderboard in this thing could be greatly different because it's so much more random about where houses are going to end up. What we could see is like someone with 50,000 score because they've just had great luck in their placements of houses, and which we've had a fair bit of so far. It's funny that our circular destination there, yellow, is the one guy that I'm not sold on the connections he's got. I mean, I suppose his closest house is pretty close. We could easily connect a 3rd house to him as well. That is a great get of a greenhouse. A nice get of a yellow house too. I think what we want to do now is cut across the top there to give that green a bit more of a driveway option. We're up to 52 road tiles here, so we are starting to make a bit of a cache. Let's cross everything that's a greenhouse that comes up next to that pink house in the top left. No preference for that, what goes next to that circular pink in the top. Now that's a tricky setup there. We've only got that one blue house next to that blue circular guy, and he's a little bit far away. We definitely want to give him a 2nd house. Just getting blocked off a little bit there. Cut through. Got 2 bridges. Got the roundabout. I mean, I've used no roundabout so far, but now that circular guy down the bottom, he's got a pretty good 1 house connection here, but I think that we're still going to have to give him some support. Let's go with that guy for now. Hopefully what we see with that yellow in the bottom right is that those 2 cars from the longer shot sort of just show up when he backlogs a little bit, and that we might actually end up with someone sitting at home for a little while. Doesn't look like the case at the moment. There we go. Got one sitting there. Could also bring this yellow house that's just above that right-hand side. Connect him in as well. There we go. So the two guys are now just sitting back. I'm getting Pink's loving their double destinations, and we're also loving putting a house right next to those double destinations. Actually, this third house here, I'm not sure we even need those two further back blues for this bottom left. It's the wrong of those double destinations that I wanted the green for. Okay, so red has a problem. Because red is the only red in existence, it's getting a lot of noise. So we actually need to give red some support. Firstly, I wonder if it's a shorter route if we do that. Let's just see which way he prefers going. I mean, I can't really tell, but we'll assume that's shorter. I think what we could do on this top side is have this guy running like that. Red's going to be a problem for us, it feels. Okay, so, alright, good. I'd get rid of that tree, just in case that ends up being an easy, like a place we can get a house. That should help as well, having that second red. My goodness, Pink. Just too scared to go it alone. I'm gonna get rid of all of this green. So we've now got that. Really not happy with red's state of play at the moment. It's a long road, but it's basically to keep it away from where I could get houses and where I want houses. And it gives him just that extra 2 people. And what we're going to have to do, firstly this guy can come across there and help out. And then these 2 guys will get to talk to each other. I feel like because red was so late to the party, there's just this... There's no, like, positive scattering of red houses. But the more... If we can get another red destination... Okay. Let's pause for a second. Let's do a little trade. This blue... He disconnects. And this blue connects. Alright, I don't think we need this guy anymore. Let's say we don't need those guys anymore, thank you. There's quick additions there for red. I guess courtesy of that guy going circular. Now this yellow down here, he could use some help. I'll look at what we could do. That guy connecting there, I don't like the way that intersection is, but really funny. It was these top two double destinations, the ones I hoped I got a green in the double for. Instead, I've ended up getting all the greens down the bottom. Alright, so this circular yellow, you can get a bit more help. And so can this guy. Alright, that's an alright placement for blue there. We do have 7 motorways too. The problem with a layout like this, though, is that we don't end up really getting a hub of houses anywhere. So you don't have, like, you can't just sort of go, alright, well, we've got a huge group of yellow here. I mean, like, probably the best we've got is, there's 4 yellows here, there's 4 yellows sort of up here, but we're already using some of them. Got a lot of blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue destinations, which hopefully means that blue won't freak out at any point. Red's the concern because there's only 2 reds. You can see that circular red is already a problem. Can't imagine I can squeeze a roundabout anywhere in there. Yes? No. Not really. I suppose if I did do that, blue doesn't really use the roundabout. It doesn't work any more efficiently. Oh, we've also ended up scoring another red down here, which we don't necessarily want. I mean, I guess he can be used. He's sort of the break glass in case of emergency guy, so he'll only come in when absolutely needed. Some issues with some pinks at the top here too. This pink in the center that's circular is only, I think, my only circular pink. Only has 3 houses connected to him, and then the pink north of him has only got 1 house. This is definitely a level where you can easily miss some, like, connecting some key houses. So apologies to anyone screaming at me for not seeing a good connection. Suppose I can do a trade-off here. I can put that pink into there, get rid of that pink, and then turn that yellow around. Okay, so just had green down the bottom to Clary's unhappiness. What we're going to do is get these guys connected. And let's hop them across. Put them there. Just in case we can give that guy 2 backups. Got a huge pink community down here. Whoa. Now we've got blue a little bit unhappy here. At the very least I can cut that guy in, but it now means that blue and one blue down here is still only run on one house. Blue and red are becoming a bit more sharey in their roads, which for 2 circular destinations is dangerous. Might be able to fix that though, maybe. Hang on. No, because I cut straight into there. And I can't really get rid of the roundabout because I know the problems that causes. Alright, we're going to get rid of the roundabout. So, I'm going to try and cut around it, just because I know that sometimes a roundabout being removed will freak out everyone. So I just want to see if people are still going to travel. See, the reds aren't moving anymore, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so adjusted. So I do have a blue hub, so let's just try and press these guys' concern. Yellow here needs some help. Do I have a yellow setup? Got 2 guys at the top here. We've got 2 guys down the bottom here. This yellow here. Get that blue connected up there, because that'll give this guy some extra support. Have that guy cut across there, and he can become part of... Oh, let's get that guy. I'm going to cut him even further around so that... because I can get houses in this section here, but I can't get them on that outer edge. Okay, so this guy here is currently not happy too. So, do we have any sort of slabs of greenhouses together? We've got these 2 greenhouses in the top right. Get those 2 guys, and if we really want a 3rd guy, we can get him in there. Let's just bounce them down to there. Yellow's also now having a little bit of a crisis. In here. These 2 yellow guys are so close to being able to connect to that. Well, there's another pink for that guy. We'll take the road tiles because we were getting a bit lean there. And we still have heaps of motorways, so let's just skip that guy over there. Give him the support for now. I genuinely wonder if these guys would be better off if I took him off that for a second. To let these guys sort of just work that corner as opposed to having anyone cut across the face of them. Okay, there's another orange for him. This guy is right on the edge. 3 yellows there. Now, I don't know if the concern here is that he just doesn't have enough available cars coming in. No one's currently at home. We may as well not die wandering, so let's send these guys up to there. Okay, so we've now got these yellows over here are having a little bit of a freak out. Let's cut those two guys together. Send them to there. Also got a yellow house there that we can add for this guy. I don't know about any traffic lights whatsoever, so maybe I should just take 2 just to aesthetically please this bottom row. Okay, this guy here is still freaking out, and again, there was no point in dying wandering with available motorways. How many houses do I have that are free? This one guy here, that, I mean, he can go help out there. One down here. One just there. But he just doesn't have a free spot that he could get given a motorway. Right in the way of everything Blue's doing there. And we could cut him back that way and then across there. And try and help out. Then I got this yellow. We've got 2 yellows down here. And then 1 there. I think that the one here is probably going to be a better use. So let's just bounce him up that way. Surprised. Oh, okay, that guy's got to cut across that road, so he's causing a blockage. What if I move the house? Get out of his way. Thank you. That'll be fine. Who went? That guy. He tried his best. Almost 7,000. So like I said, this will be an interesting one because your luck could fully play into how well you do in the scores here. It is early days though in this one. Well, I guess call me lucky. Plenty of time for someone to absolutely smash that though. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, see you later. See ya.